Younger Bros testing the mic.
Good for you, man.
Younger Bros testing the mother flipping mic.
Congratulations, you flipped the mic successfully.
Okay, we sound fine and both bros are ready. Hello, people. It's us two bros game night. I'm your host, Younger Bro.
I'm your other host, Older Bro.
And we are back with some Danganronpa 2, where Nagito was murdered last couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
So we gotta find out who done it.
My bet,
He was
Nagito.
tortured for information. They wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
But it would have been... I don't know how he would set it up, though.
I'm prepared.
Don't know.
Wait, really? We have a rebuttal?
I just realized it. It's a trap.
It's a trap!
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid? Rebuttal shoulder down already. Torture wounds. Yeah, I want to say it's going to be torture wounds.
Could be. Let's see.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assume he couldn't talk. But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if
Okay.
you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then,
Burn
after
rope,
they killed
survival knife, duct
him, they
tape.
duct taped his mouth shut.
Oh, no, it's the,
That was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys
pause
didn't get caught in the
everything.
trap.
Like, look at the, clues.
They taped Nagito's mouth shut after getting information from him. True, that sounds reasonable. But that clearly contradicts the truth.
Yeah.
If he had listened to me until the very end, I wouldn't have go through the trouble of repeating myself.
Yeah, so
This
pause.
is how it went down.
So, yeah. What? No. Like, do the clues pause. One of these says, check the tape first.
Because I'd
It's up higher. Way higher. Right
there it is.
So, covered in duct tape. The blood was splattered on the face. Wasn't under the duct tape. The tape itself had a... Yeah. So the tape is the clue. We're saying that it's... We're saying that he could not have had the... They put the tape on after he was killed is impossible. I just don't know which part of this
Killer
is...
tortured Nagito and got information about the
This
bomb's
one's fine, I
location.
think.
Then, after they
I
killed
don't
him,
know about this one. Okay, I think it's that one you're cutting.
It's the first one.
No. The after they killed him. I think the
Nagito's
after
mouth
they
was
killed
shut.
him is the thing we're saying no
Obviously
to.
assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention.
So it's
This
cut
is
he-
how it
don't
went.
cut here, don't
The
cut
killer
here.
tortured Nagito and got
Don't cut
information
here.
about the bomb's location. Then,
Here.
after they killed him,
Allow me to cut through those words.
Yeah, because they could not have put the tape on after they killed him.
Yeah.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
what did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or
That's
something?
irrelevant.
Are you in elementary school or
You
something?
were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth.
It's just Chiaki is getting really good at being a detective.
Yeah.
He must have been struggling to open his mouth.
Look,
under
mystery
the duct
games are
tape.
games.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
I mean, to be fair, that could still be
Then, are you saying the
literally
killer was
anyone.
trying to make him suffer? If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
Akane, maybe you shouldn't mention that. That implicates you.
What I don't understand is how is there so much blood all over Nagito, yet everyone here seems to be clean. They must have had a lot of time to prepare.
This is
them.
why I feel like it has to be automated in some way. Or possibly, well, no, they couldn't have poisoned him first. He couldn't be dead before this.
No.
He had to be awake and living for the torture.
I think that poison was going to be used for Nagito, like Nagito was going to use it on somebody.
Possibly.
I don't think anyone here knew about it until we went to the cottage.
Yeah.
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
Yeah,
You can't
that's
think
pretty
of any
obvious.
other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Okay, so the candle, lantern, torch thing is going to be the clue here.
But here's the thing. Everybody can have an alibi because this could have been prepared so far in advance, and we wouldn't know when it would happen.
Yeah, the question is
Which means
what the
it
order
is
of events
possible
is.
to
Yeah.
think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
It's
Can
too
somebody,
good.
you know what? I'm going to say it right now. I want Byakuya Togami to not be dead. Like, not actual Byakuya Togami. I mean, even our Byakuya Togami that's actually a
to
fake.
show up and slap.
Because
the
I
shit
want
out
her
of
to be like, are you fucking serious? How much does she have to tell you she's not interested in you before you get it through your thick fucking skull?
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is.
him. At least she. Okay, Kazuichi,
know what?
you got one.
You get one.
You got one. The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first.
Damn right it is.
She
I'll
liked
allow
that.
it.
Good job, Kazuichi. You got one.
Okay, it's gotta be, well, we'll see.
Yeah, we need to.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
That is probably
That's
true.
true.
Killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Yes,
I think it's
kind of
Monokuma
setup?
panels.
likely.
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
Probably just threw the lighter.
No. But that's an
Based on
agree.
the
This
shape
might
of
be
that
an
oil
agree.
lighter,
It maybe.
It can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Yeah.
Some way?
Yeah.
Maybe they used invisible thread.
What?
There should have
No.
been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
No.
Or perhaps opening the door caused...
That one. I agree with.
That one.
I agree with that.
Yeah. It's like just immediately like that one. Go. I don't even need. I don't. For the
also
last
agree
couple
that opening
cases,
the
I haven't
door
even
is what
looked at
started the fire.
the guide unless we have to.
Just as
I'm
I
just like,
thought,
go.
It was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
What?
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right?
They used my likeness against me. How touching.
It looked like they were
To be
scattered
fair, if they could have
everywhere,
used,
but some
if they
were
could
laid
have
on
caught
top of
you
each
on
other in a
fire and
single
thrown
line.
you in there, they would have done that too.
Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
The killer did one other thing to hide the domino effect, and it doesn't necessarily have to be visible. The rope. Hello, GD player.
Hello, GD player.
We're
How's
trying
it
to
going?
figure out what Chiaki means here. Oh, probably the MP3 player.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
To mask the sound.
Yeah.
You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
Yep. Knew it. Heavy tap. The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. This is a flashback. And as if on cue, it suddenly started.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Yeah, she struggled to open the door.
Yeah, the weight of the panels.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door,
Those
the
panels
domino
must have
effect
some weight to
started,
them.
And the falling panels eventually reached
Yeah.
the light.
Well, I mean, if you put enough
Yeah.
of anything against
And
the door, it
that's
won't
how
be
the
able to
warehouse
open.
caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse, I see. So the problem Chiaki's talking about is we couldn't see inside. They could have hidden
The
inside.
killer couldn't have left.
The killer couldn't have left.
See! If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
No.
We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder,
Hajime? What do you mean?
the person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse, there's only one person who could have done it. Chiaki suspects probably her.
No. You failed. Come on, man.
What?
Just pause the game. The warehouse was a closed room.
Nagito?
Yeah. The only person who could have possibly set it up was himself.
This is my answer. What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim. What does that mean?
He collaborated with the
He
killer.
was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid.
I'm not necessarily saying it was
His
a
body was
suicide.
covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, I have to agree with Fuyuhiko here.
Yeah.
That is not fundamental.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
Yeah, as long as
However,
you
he
understand.
can do it beforehand.
Well, but
But-
here's the point that's being brought up. This is an order of operations issue. Because yeah, you can say, "Oh, okay, Nagito helped the killer by setting all this up for him so he could be outside." But he couldn't have done that before he was killed.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, the killer had to be inside to kill him before, and the panels could not have been set up till then.
It
Because he had
seems
to
we need
leave.
To discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's
No, the
purely
tie-up isn't the problem
impossible.
here. It's the stabbing yourself problem.
Yeah, like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. Make your argument. Burned rope,
Oh.
torture room,
Yeah.
Monokuma panels.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
They
How about
weren't.
if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Excuse me?
Joke! Is that a dirty joke?
This might be a steal. If our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct, Nagito should have tied himself up too. It's true that tying up your arms and legs by yourself is impossible, but did he really tie up both arms and legs?
Oh, look at the clues.
To
Quickly.
actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is
Well, he
one
No,
didn't.
no,
thing,
look up
but
the clues in the other menu.
tying
probably
both
the
arms
survival
would be
knife.
impossible.
Yeah, look up all the clues in the other menu. I know survival knife's one. I know the burnt rope is one. Survival knife was stabbed. I don't think that's it. Check the burned rope. Torture wounds, that's fine. But
Right.
the rope was tied to Nagito's right arm burned off. However, Nagito's right sleeve still looked clean. What does that mean?
What? Both of Nagito's legs were tied up. It was tied to nearby pillars, which prevented him from moving. His thighs were also covered with blood of stab wounds.
I don't understand this one.
What?
You couldn't do much.
That's
with
why I
the
was
free
thinking it's
arm.
a steal, because I don't think any of what we have is
Impossible if you were by
good.
yourself.
How about
So-
if you use your teeth?
I can
Or
confirm
if
to
use your
you
front tail?
that it is burned
Dirty
rope
joke. Is
on
that
the
a dirty
first
joke?
bit. I just don't understand why.
burned rope on the first bit?
Yeah,
What is the first bit again?
this one.
Actually tie up your own arms and legs. No, that's
I just
wrong.
don't know why that's wrong. So Nagito and Hajime will help
Hold
us.
on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
How?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were.
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
Oh, I understand what they're saying. Ignore the knife. What they're saying is, we have no proof that that rope was tied to a pillar.
I guess.
So it's possible he had a free hand at all times.
But why? But why is it burnt?
Because there was a rope. Like, he tied his arm to make it look like his arm was tied down. Did not attach it to anything except his arm. Then, so let's go through this hypothetical. It's wrong, but let's go through this hypothetical. Hypothetically, he ties a rope to to 3 of the 4 pillars. Does not tie a rope to the 4th pillar. Ties his legs to 2 pillars. Ties a rope around this arm
But
does not tie that to a pillar.
To anything.
Then uses this completely free arm to tie this arm down to a pillar. Then uses the free hand to stab himself in his legs. Picks up the spear, stabs himself with the spear, then takes the knife and somehow stabs himself through his own hand into...
That's the part I don't get.
I don't get how that's Well, to be fair, that hand, it's not stabbed to the ground. So I guess he could use this hand to stab through this hand and then put the hand down. But the amount of agonizing pain you'd be in to do that is so ludicrous. I can't believe it's possible.
And that whip has blood on it too, so we'd also have to factor in the whip.
Oh
at
no,
some
the more
point.
important one is there's blood on the ceiling. And so it's like, how did it get up there? I don't get that.
I don't know.
So, no.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
Proof that the burnt rope on Nagito's arm is a trap.
Oh, his right sleeve. It's not burnt.
See. Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree?
So he put on an already burnt rope.
Yeah.
He might have used the lighter to make it look like that.
Yep.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Yeah.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Excuse me?
What?
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Huh? Wait. Huh? What? Okay. I don't know which of these is more shocking. That Akane is like, sure, why not? And Sonia's like, no. At least, like, hoe yourself out first.
Oh my
Like, what? What?
That's definitely wrong.
No, that part's...
Just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
What? Why is the musician not here right now? This is the time the musician girl from earlier should be here.
And the music
Why
just
is
starts
Fubuki
blaring.
not here?
Oh shit!
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
Yeah, have it.
It's impossible
Wham.
to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Okay, so I'm 100% certain that
It might have. He
It
might have
might be-
already
I was gonna
stabbed
say,
his hand.
I don't believe this is a suicide, but I don't yet believe Chiaki did it.
I don't think she did.
Because she's clearly setting it up as like, so obviously. And it's like, so it feels easy to say she did it because she's lining up the cards. But like, I'm not convinced she did it,
I'm not convinced.
but
either.
I don't believe he killed himself.
But it is theoretically possible that he stabbed his own hand first, then used the back of his hand to stab.
No. What I think happened is, I think the order was that when he tied this hand down, he put the knife in this hand. Because you can still grip things while it's tied down.
Yes.
And then you just,
you
stab yourself with your other hand and then let go and pull the knife with your hand away.
But yeah, this seems like a lot.
But
even
like,
for
it's
Nagito.
so much set up.
Tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
What? Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants money back? What the hell?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
How do I give back groping with 10,000% interest?
A way you stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. It's okay. There's an answer that works.
Somehow. Okay.
Yes, it's probably the survival knife.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
No
No.
way. They're going to try to say that's why
Is
there's
he a
blood up
throwing
there.
knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow? And slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your
Yes,
arms
that's
won't
right.
bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
How was Nagito able to stab himself in the right hand if he was only able to use his right hand? Jackie said he propped the knife with something and slammed his hand down on it, but the only thing he could have used that was crime scene was the survival knife
Even if Nagito's
Look at all the
right hand
clues.
was free,
or the spear.
how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
No,
If he
it's
threw the knife into the air,
it's the plushie
and let
because
the
it's
knife
within
fall,
arm's reach.
could he stab his
And he
hand that
obviously
way?
had to have stabbed it.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
So obviously that.
Maybe he propped the knife
This one?
somehow?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I agree with not wanting to agree with that.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto
Oh. He stabbed it with the spear
He had to place the
first,
plushie near
then
him,
put the knife
and it also
in the
smeared
hole.
mysterious blood on the plushie.
Oh.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
Oh.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
If only.
Bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Okay.
Would you like to rephrase that?
No. I'm sorry.
Kazuichi,
yeah, yeah.
not the same thing.
Like I said, if you
Yeah.
got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Kazuichi's life is complete.
Say it one more time.
I need to record it.
Bastard, you better cut it out.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right?
I'd sooner believe Monokuma did it, since he can just leave wherever he wants.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monokuma's sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over
But here's the
again
thing,
so
he's
far.
not wrong.
So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
Oh no!
I wanted to
I
be Miss
want to prove
Sonia.
him wrong so bad.
I wanted to be Miss Sonia just because of
As
this
Kazuichi
line.
said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Chiaki wants to be the main character so badly, and I'm willing to let her.
I'm willing to let her, but now I'm starting to get suspicious of her.
But
with the way
you
she's
see what I'm
talking.
saying? It's like she's running the trial at this point.
Everyone working together.
And it's not like Kirigiri where she ran all the trials with you. So it's like...
She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then even now...
Let's do this.
Yeah, I cannot promise you there is a killer. I believe there's a killer.
Oh, no, I believe
And
it
I
too.
and if I thought I knew who it was, but I'm not certain.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
Okay.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
I think I need to shoot this
That's
one
the
with
case,
blood of
the
left
only
hand.
other way is...
I mean, that does
He
make
used
sense
his feet?
because there's nothing
Or
like...
maybe you used his front tail.
Stop with
I know
that
guys
joke.
have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What are you saying?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Then he must have used that spear to stab himself.
Yeah,
Even though
I
his
think
arms
you're
and
right.
legs were tied up, there should have been something that looked suspicious. There was a mark left behind that shows he did something.
I was gonna
And
say-
I think it's the left
Yeah,
hand.
because there's blood on the left hand.
Let's work together.
So I
When
think
the
you're
spear
right.
stabbed his right hand
I
was
don't
covered
understand
up
how
his
that's
Only able to move,
possible.
but his left hand was also
Then that rules out his left hand.
This one. I guarantee it.
Somehow that's wrong.
Woo! Heavy dab!
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand.
Exactly.
The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange?
Yeah, because there's no blood on his palm, but there
He
is
only
blood
had
on every
the
other
lower
part of it.
area
Yeah.
his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imagination.
Yeah, okay, so this is going to be one of the run sections. It's going to be he was
There's blood on
holding
his
something.
palm.
Yeah.
And the back of his hand. What was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
What was
Oh, never
Nagito's
mind.
left hand doing when the blood's
Gripping.
Gripping.
I see.
Yeah.
He must have
When
been
the
holding
blood
something.
splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Here's the thought. He was obviously grabbing the spear.
Okay.
Yeah, his front tail.
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body.
What is with the Kane? What? I know she's hungry all the time, but I didn't think that's what she was hungry for.
I think Akane just, when we're getting to know her, men got her to do things, and they knew
Well,
she
no,
was...
no, I got that bit, but I didn't think she'd bring it up.
He
She's
probably
a
made
strange
his
one,
wounds
too, so
mild on purpose,
it does not
so he
surprise
could keep
me.
his strength while he gripped the spear.
Nah,
Mild?
Even if he held the spear
How
with
the
his
fuck are
tied
those
up left
cuts
hand,
mild?
It'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right, that's the
Hey,
problem.
Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Why does she keep
Yeah.
saying maybe?
Like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was
Maybe,
gripping the
and I
spear.
think is what she ends with every,
However,
almost
what's
every
important is
sentence.
In
what section
this
of the spear
trial.
he was gripping.
But not in others.
No, I've seen maybe before.
Oh,
Which section of the spear was he holding on to? The cord. No. Handle. No.
Crap!
it is the cord.
It's the cord.
Let's see. That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus,
I'm
the
not
joint
unfamiliar
between the
with
weight and the
this
cord had a
term.
bloodstain shaped
So.
like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
Yep, there it is.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
I think he threw it into the air.
I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So it's just before that. As it could it be? The spear stabbed Nagito perpendicularly and he was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those two facts together along with what found at the warehouse and think about it, I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was and what state it was in before it was stabbed. This one's probably a logic drive. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I just saw that the life on here actually still accounts for what was in the previous area. That's interesting.
It's damn, that came up at the last fucking second.
Yep.
But it's your life throughout the trial.
Yeah. I just didn't see that section existed.
Yeah. Question 1: where was the spear impaled?
Above Nagito, presumably.
I'd say above.
What the?
Oh, now we got moving objects. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? The sprinklers.
The girder. Because that's
Yeah.
the thing that has the blood on it.
Yep, I agree with that. Okay, so this is a new type of...
As I say, wait for them to be happening together. You're just desperate to die.
Question 3. What item connects both the spear and the ceiling grinder, the cord?
Yeah.
all coming together. The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
That's why there's blood up there.
Yep.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
This
No,
sounds all
that's wrong.
This sounds all too complicated.
Probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
you're
So I
saying
will
he needed
say
to
that
use
there
that
is a
spear to pull off
part
his trick.
2 to this.
Then this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body.
I think
That
there
was
might
all
actually be a
him?
part 3 to this.
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
Yeah, why? What is the
He
reason?
was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over.
I am 99% certain that this is a crime that somebody committed.
Yes.
You want us to die
I
that
just
bad?
don't know how.
That's messed up. It's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Jeez, and I was starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice.
Hold on.
However,
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
a mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's dead. That's the form his malice took. I'd forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
No.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right?
Exactly, so why would he off himself if he wanted to reveal someone so badly?
Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
And unfortunately, I agree with Fuyuhiko.
Yep.
He's right.
He tried to make us doubt each other. And tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause
However,
a bomb
I think it's
scare
too easy.
For that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
However, I still have a doubt.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Well, I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, There's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is
Your
wrong.
gut has literally never been wrong.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here.
No, that's wrong!
That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
No, that's
It's
wrong.
okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Us.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No
Huh?
matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death.
And its motive.
Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death. And it's something that he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here, I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's death. A piece of evidence that couldn't be messed with. The Monokuma file.
Well, he doesn't say. Let's see.
The
what's,
time of death, maybe.
Yeah, what's in the Monokuma file? Because I'm.
The
That didn't-
diary?
that
I
didn't-
mean,
yeah.
The reason why he took the
Yeah,
diary?
check the details of the Monokuma file.
Oh, the Monokuma
Yeah,
file.
check. Don't select it. Just check the details.
The victim is Nagito. The body was discovered inside. Estimated time of death was noon. Not only is there a spear, but multiple stab wounds. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled in his hand.
I don't.
I don't think it's the Monokuma file, so to me that says it probably the notebook?
But what? Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense.
The diary that me updated every day, or did she?
Something.
I think it's this.
Yeah, I can. Okay, I'll confirm because the time's counting down. It's the Monokuma file. I just don't understand why.
What? Why?
Yeah.
I see.
I think it's the time of death.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki's worried about is, what is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Could it be? Is it something that isn't clearly written in the Monokuma file? What? What? Hangman's Gambit? For what?
Well. Oh, cause of death.
Oh,
we
that's
don't
not
know
in there.
why he died. We just are presuming
Yes.
that he died from the spear.
It is cause of death.
There's A.
Oh, I need A. I thought it was U next.
No. A. U.
Cause.
S.
We had S. Oh, shit.
There's an S. E.
What?
That was fine.
Oh, fuck you.
Of.
I didn't get it.
Oh, sorry.
Fuck.
You're fine. You got plenty of O's.
I can't get it while it's...
Yeah. F. So many letters. D. E. A. No A. Get the T's ready.
Oh.
We're gonna. Oh, there's A finally. So many. That's an A. T.
Fuck.
H. I don't even know what color H is. Yeah, it's clear things. There's H. Yeah.
Man,
I was like,
that one got-
because I got the of death part. I was like, oh, okay, but it's not time of death. What of death? I was like,
Cause of
We
death.
don't know
Just
why
look
he
here at
died.
Case's Monokuma file. There's no specific cause of death.
Yeah, just because
Yeah,
he stabbed
the
himself.
section says cause of death, but nothing
Weird?
says
Until
why.
now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
No, that's wrong.
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
I bet he lived from it.
Yeah, but like that.
Maybe it's not included.
But
if
see,
it's not
here's the
important
thing.
enough to write about.
Surely he can't, like, unless what they're saying is all this happened, and then say Chiaki, just as an example, came in and poisoned him with the poison. It's like, but we still have the problem. How the fuck did anyone get out?
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth.
Here he goes again. I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying
Ooh.
that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death?
Yes.
Are you
Yeah.
suggesting again that his death wasn't a suicide?
No.
You guys were the ones who said it was a
We're
suicide
saying
in the
it was a
first place.
suicide that somebody then, somebody murdered him during his suicide attempt.
I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
Shut up, Monokuma.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote?
No.
I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
Did Nagito tell you to say that line? If all your hopes are united, no despair could shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for it. Then this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking.
So yeah, that's part 1 of 3.
No.
My heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but, well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. All right, you passed. friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone. So Monami and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say
Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now.
Enough. Why do I have to be hated that much?
Because you literally murder every single person in this island or cause people to commit murders. The fact that you snap at me, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1 millimeter bit.
How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know.
We aren't even friends in the first place.
Then, as your older brother, let me say this.
We're not even brothers in the first place. That was the line.
It's sad to live in a world without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys.
There are some demands for that, actually. I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. No, it's Mon. No, it's not Monwa. I can't remember what it is, but part 2.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally
Yeah, despair
awesome.
over here.
That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
So if we're
That's
working
it. That's all you
together,
need to
where
know.
do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
I mean, he could have bled out.
This has got to be the poison.
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlooked, huh?
Let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other.
Why would he
That might
poison
clear some
himself
things
if he
up.
has a gas mask and gloves? His cottage was locked, so nobody could place that in there.
I don't know anymore.
Exactly.
We're just
We should
going to push
cooperate at
through.
a time like this.
Even older bro's like, you might have a
No,
point
I'm
there.
not saying that. I'm just saying I don't fucking know anymore.
A fatal wound that wasn't the spear? We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what.
See, here's the thing. The reason why it's so, like, I can't believe it's Chiaki because she's pushing for this.
I think
us
she's just
consider a
being
different
very
fatal wound.
helpful. She was there with us every step of
It's
the
not
way.
the knife in his right
Yeah,
hand.
it's got to be the
believe
poison.
it's horror.
It's got to be.
It's not the other wounds, right?
There's no other way on Earth it's not the poison.
With all those wounds. Maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
That one.
If
Yeah.
it's something that can't be seen, maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold. Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Liquefied his
Just thinking
gut.
about it, that's already a horrible death.
I think
It's
you're
definitely
right.
that one.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Let us consider a different...
It's not the knife in his... It's not the other wound.
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he...
Was the cause of death
That one,
something
That
that
one.
cannot
I agree with that.
I agree with that. That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember. When I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
I know a lot about being a Yakuza.
Even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage?
So he poisoned himself so he committed suicide so that he could use suicide to cover up the suicide with a different suicide.
That's heavy.
What the hell?
It's a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his
Well, maybe
right
his
hand
teeth
had a
now.
knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
So,
Totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he
That's
wanted
all
to drink
Kane
poison,
can think of
how'd
right
he get
now.
it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not
Just
what our
kidding.
possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Poison warning label said. Poison takes effect immediately.
enchanted liquid.
Though its vitality is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Oh,
That gosh,
I was right.
put it in the
They put it in the grenades, and we threw it at him. And we
Ingenious. The poison. The way the poison Nagito
Oh my
enters Nagito,
God.
the answer's written
So
on the
did
warning
we
label.
all kill him?
We all killed him.
How does that work?
Then who would be the Blackened in this case?
Unless somebody. Well, okay. So here's what happened. Let's. You can pause if you want, but we can. Right now, you're fine. What if Nagito was killed by the poison while intending to kill himself, but he himself did not poison himself?
Was the poison in
Gas.
gas?
Because it vaporized.
Mm-hmm.
Bon quoi? This is such an insane puzzle.
If this man really did commit suicide, holy hell, he went out with a bang.
Well, no, he went out with a breath. A single breath.
Damn it, jump
Failed
button
to
didn't
jump.
work.
Yeah.
I didn't forget the jump, it just didn't work. There we go.
Yeah, and this one jump is kind of forced.
How did the poison enter Nagito's body? Through his nose.
Yeah, through his nose.
Yeah,
He breathed it in.
he breathed it.
That was it? It's a 2?
Just two.
Okay.
It's all coming together. Instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it.
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label. Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose.
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
The reason we didn't bring the gas in.
Oh,
Um.
the sprinklers, because it mentions that the water neutralizes it.
Yes.
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Just imagine that Monokuma killed us all because
poison gas
we figured out he
disappeared
committed
because of the
suicide, but
It wasn't
not
fire?
how, like, we were wrong about how he committed suicide. Imagine that is the case. And it's just like,
Holy
what?
fuck.
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
Breaks
Hydrolysis.
down in minutes.
Yeah. It literally has hydrolysis.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting.
Hell no.
Well, but
What? There's still more?
Yep. I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive, Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't
There
be.
might have been an accomplice.
Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
Nagito really brought the poison to the warehouse, and the thing that would have been left behind is Chiaki is talking about something that would be necessary
The
for
container.
the container.
I see.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere. Right?
Unless you have more than one.
Uh-huh.
Can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
You can put it in a container and in a cold place if you pour it into something else.
Yeah.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it completely incinerated.
Again, we pelted him. The
Even the
accomplice.
plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
No.
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito
Which is still
committed
true.
Suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? Another move
Kazuichi's...
for
I know
unexpected twists.
Kazuichi is just scared,
Yeah, this is
but-
just him being him, but it is like it's
However, this is also suspicious.
yeah,
that
it's
he
suspicious,
just wants to
but
get
it's
it
also
done.
him being him.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to hurt anyone, but by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. Hey, Mr. B. That's
Hey,
why
Mr.
I want
B.
to. That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do, nobody here has to get hurt. But
It's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us.
again,
He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
what is this feeling just now?
Right there.
Even though it was brief, it like a strong
Yes,
flash
that's
of light
right.
running through the back of my hand. Maybe what Connie said just now might be a new clue. What she said just now about us not noticing the container because it was hiding. If that's true, I might be able to reach the answer using that. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was... Oh, fuck.
What the hell is
you.
this one gonna-
Why?
Okay, fire
grenade.
grenades. We're just like, we know what it is.
I mean, do that.
That's fine. We still need R and E and several other things first. There's E. We need G. There's G.
Where?
There. R. Red R's. E. Orange E. Blue N. Green A. D. E. Orange. Ow.
Quick.
We're done.
That was probably one of the quickest
That
ones
is
we've
literally
done.
the fastest we've ever done. No questions.
I see. I got it.
Huh?
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
Not one of them. All of them.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
And that's why he took every other fire supply.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
Oh no!
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
Sonia's words are key. Something I found in Nagito's room is proof.
Yeah.
That the fire grenades were swapped.
Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there.
Oh,
That's the seal.
I can prove
It
with
is.
this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this.
oh,
It's
he had the
aluminum.
gas mask and gloves because he was protecting himself.
preparing
when-
the
yeah.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So
Yep.
what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already.
Okay, now it's getting really specific, like scary.
If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same.
Somehow that's
Nagito
wrong.
committed Suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell?
Hold on,
Do you
let's
still
pause for a
wanna
second.
keep going?
because I think I know where she's gonna go with this.
What?
According to Monokuma's rules, the murderer is not the one who, like, when Fuyuhiko ordered Peko to kill someone,
Mm-hmm.
she was still the murderer. The mastermind does not matter. It is the person who causes the death.
And that would have been probably a Kane.
That's the question. Because
Oh,
whoever threw the fire grenade
whoever
was
threw
the killer.
the right fire grenade. But we don't know because everybody
That's
threw
not
it.
possible to figure out.
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought, and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same. Could that be the moment
When we threw the fire grenade.
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us?
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
So Nagito,
He didn't kill
yeah,
himself.
Nagito orchestrated someone else to kill
to kill him? But,
during his suicide
but
setup.
here's the thing: how do we determine who it was that threw the killing blow when we all
Don't know.
threw him?
No idea.
You said so yourself. You said Nagito committed suicide.
No. He set
Set
up,
up.
himself to commit
Then who killed Nagito?
I
suicide.
mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
It's literally random.
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? The person who prepared the poison Nagito was Nagito.
Yeah, Nagito.
Let's see. It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
Who set the warehouse fight?
I see.
Nagito.
That was also Nagito.
Hey, How many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
Reason? To get our attention to destroy the evidence.
To make someone throw the poison.
To make
Yeah.
someone throw the poison.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
He made one of them the Blackened without realizing it.
This
Yeah.
wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
He let go.
Because he died.
Yeah.
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death.
Actually, he can.
Yeah.
It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, so that is
Was
an
his
official
trap
ruling
all
from
along?
Monokuma. The person who caused him to breathe the
Even wounds
poison
all over his body.
is
It was all
the
messed
killer.
with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end.
So does that mean you don't even know the solution?
Yeah.
However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
Yeah, that's
It
fair.
is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras.
Actually, maybe he could have.
If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
Hajime's fine with it.
How can you? I'm so chill. I mean, How could you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Guess, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Someone knew Nagito's plan.
Really? Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
That's right. It doesn't mean the trial's over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then I have to do it, even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Yeah, so here's a weird one. What we're going to do here is we're going to do the closing argument, and then there's going to be more trial after the closing argument because we still have to vote.
Yep.
So, yeah. So push through this,
Okay,
and it'll probably save after
that.
this.
Yeah.
Because there is a third act.
Probably this one. No?
Look at hover over it. It says what they are. So like this says grab the spirit core, but go up here. Hover over the question mark. What was inside the refrigerator?
Oh,
So it's none of these. So scroll right before switching the poison.
Oh, right before?
Probably that one. Nope.
Damn it.
We need that one. Okay, keep moving, keep moving. Most of these are near the end. Beyond the Monokuma panels is the lighter. Scrolling. Whole body wasn't tied up. None of these. How did he support the spear? That one.
This one.
Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. That's this one. No. Keep going. Keep going.
It's this one.
That
Yeah.
one. Okay. That's just way earlier. And not here. Maybe. Hold on. Check that one. No. Okay, when I say check it, I don't mean put it there. I mean look at
What
the
was
thing.
inside
Yeah,
the
that's not that one. Check this one. Look at the thing. Right before switching the poison. It's that.
It has to be.
Yeah. Okay, scroll, scroll, scroll.
This one's probably this.
No. This is...
His whole body was tied
no.
up.
Yeah, it wasn't tied up. So you can see there's not a knife in it yet. Keep going. Keep going. Here, check that one.
In order to hurt
Yeah,
himself.
Not that one. Check this one. No. Stop putting the thing on the thing.
Look.
Propped up the knife with something. Now it's that one. So, yeah. Okay. The mask's already in, so go backwards. Try that one. Yeah.
Look, I'm timed, okay? So
Well, I understand, but you gotta stop just immediately trying to put stuff there. Nagito's video message. Oh,
I think it's this one.
yeah. Okay. The one at the beginning is the poison now.
Poison.
Okay. No. that
This one.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon.
No, the game's not over, Mr. B. Not only is this case, like, is there another chapter after this? This case isn't even over. We actually still don't know who the killer is.
Yeah.
Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory,
Could be any of them.
and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion.
I like how all of us are grayed out.
Yep. 'Cause we're all the killer.
He hung the sword
And yet
that he
only
took
one
from
of us is
Izumi
the killer.
Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally, he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured.
Yep.
Through all this,
Well, to be fair,
Nagito
he
never
tortured
let go of the
himself.
spear.
Somehow.
His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared.
But what I find interesting is why didn't it put out the fire to begin with?
Because it's just...
The poison sank to the
It was
floor,
too thick.
instantly
Yeah.
vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach.
Which caused him to probably bleed to death as well.
This is all the information related to Nagito's plan.
Yeah.
His true intention was to set one of us up.
But
as the
again, if he didn't die from the poison, he killed himself.
At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity. This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
Huh?
And isn't that the most important thing?
He said this
Nagito
to us
absolutely
earlier.
would care.
part of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
What Nagito believed in.
Hajime!
Talent.
Yeah, in me.
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
How are we not at the save yet?
Well, to be fair,
Alright, guys, if we have one more little thing, then I think
Okay.
we'll call it there.
this was in the next section, so we just don't get a save between them. Apparently,
We don't?
apparently not. So we should just stop here.
Okay, well, that's going to have to be it for today's episode. So like and subscribe to YouTube and Twitch. Comment your videos, do read them. Follow on Twitch, and we'll see you and more Clash Trial. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.